Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wants Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody that has been making some sort of secret plan. And I do get a good or like a positive feeling from whatever they're planning, but I do think that they have had to keep things very secretive. For some of you, this is like a little getaway trip, or even somebody who's looking to level up your relationship. They may have found a place for you to live and they want to see if you like it. They may be wanting to get married. And this could also be about non-romantic. It does have some romantic energy because of the Four of Wands. That could talk about marriage, for example. But I think this could also be about somebody's passion. I know what I need to do. I just haven't told anybody what this project is or what I'm working on. And now I'm ready to like make an announcement, basically. So very exciting. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of moonshine time. I'm sorry, that was a lot actually. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Bitchy Tata. How are we doing today? I hope you have some good weather. If you'd like a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's below in the description box. I can't talk this morning, you guys. I'm sorry. It's like earlier than I normally am on here. But underneath where you can find my email address, you can also find information on my memberships that I offer. There's 3 different tiers, and a huge thank you to those of you that are currently members. We're going to clarify a little bit with the situations deck and see what else we can find out about this plan. Okay, so we got a little anxiety. Ooh, now I'm hearing, is it Dochi? Okay, so there's something that has happened that caused a rift. I do feel like this is something where there was proof. It's been discussed. It's out in the open. So I don't know that it's necessarily, hey, I need to tell you the truth about what happened. Here it is. I think it's more so things have happened in the past. And I don't know if you know that I take this seriously. So I think this planning and this leveling up could be actually a reference to somebody going through an awakening or a dark night of the soul, realizing they could lose somebody important in their life if they didn't make these changes. So we have triggers: name, car, place, meeting, 2 or more people, discussions, planning. I told you. And lost, ghosted, blocked, cut off. Well, the plot thickens, my friends. So is this somebody you're not even talking to who wants to like plan something major with you? It's kind of what it looks like. Kind of looks like because something happened in the past, y'all aren't talking. This person is worried that they're going to lose you. There are things that remind them of you everywhere. And what they're working towards is seeing you. What they're working towards is a grand reveal. Like, hey, this is what I've been up to and I've been missing you. Thinking back on the memories that they've created with you, not ready to let go of you, but feeling confined or stuck because they can't move on either. Well, that was quite the pivot there. Hello, daughter Saturn. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you, Bitch Tata. Hello, Laura. How's your day going? This is the Morgan Greer. Yeah, we definitely had an argument here. 5 of Wands energy. Queen of Cups. Oh, okay. It's not just that I'm mad at you. I'm disappointed in you. This is like you really went and did that. You went so low, or you said that thing. I think we've got somebody who's making plans to see you, and they know that what they did was dumb, was not advisable. It's kind of coming through as I know that what I did was exactly what you asked me not to do. Hey, Key Controller, how's it going? I know, it's a great welcome, isn't it? Two Cups in the reverse, Knight of Wands. But there's emotional distance here. I don't think you've talked to this person. If you have spoken to this person in the last month, I think it would have been Kurt. Sorry, I just had a flashback to Home Improvement when Tim Allen's character gets into an argument with the, oh, what's his name? Al? Is that, I can't remember their names from Tool Time, you guys. But there was an argument between the two dudes on Tool Time because the like bulkier dude was Kurt. Or he's mad at Tim because Tim was Kurt, which means short, right? Why do I feel like that doesn't help clarify it? Not like in stature, but like you spoke in a way that was disrespectful, my man. When they got in an argument. So this is like, not only were you talking to me in a way that was disrespectful, but you did the thing that I told you not to do. So if I told you that calling me the B word is the worst thing that you could do, you made sure to like scream it at me, right? If I told you that I hate this pet name, you made sure to, throw that in there. Whatever it was, it's like, it's kind of like poking the bear, right? Emperor in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles. But after things, fell apart, I had to look at myself in the mirror. I had to think about what you go to your room and you think about what you've done. They've been thinking about what they did. They've been thinking about this thing from the past between the two of you that caused you to no longer talk, and they have anxiety over it. The Devil in the reverse. Two of Swords. So this breakup or emotional distance between the two of you served as a major crossroads in this person's life. So you're going to keep being that person, or you're going to like work on yourself. This is the universe talking to them. Like, here we are again. You did that thing again. So you want to like keep doing that? Yeah. Or, oh, you want to like work on stuff. That's cool. That's cool. We like that for you. I do think that this person may kind of shock you, or you may be surprised to find out that this is somebody who's like, okay, I probably need to do something about this. There's something about the way you loved this person or how you were there for them when nobody else was. Nobody else was there and you were there. I do feel like for somebody, the letter G is important. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Three of Wands in the reverse. I'm telling you, this is somebody's going to come back around. They're going to tell you some ish and you're going to be like, what? What? No, that's not true. And it might be a third party that's saying, hey, did you hear so-and-so did XYZ? You're going to get a little update. I feel like it's probably from the person who's wronged you, but it could be that there's some mutual friend that you have that's like, hey, so I got some tea for you. And you're going to be like, really? Excellent. This is the Pulp Tarot. And I won't lie, I can already tell I'm hungry. So there's a decent chance you're going to hear a stomach growl. And if that happens, you're allowed to make fun of me. Whatever. All right, we got Page of Wands, High Priestess in the reverse, Queen of Cups. When I have spent, days or weeks thinking about this moment or this interaction that happened between the two of us, there's really no way for me to justify how I acted. High Priestess in the reverse. I was ignoring my own intuition, or I was being kind of stubborn. And the Queen of Cups, this is like, even though there's been all of this difficulty or this arguing or frustration between the two of us, I still love you. Queen of Cups. After everything, I love you. I think they're saying I love you even more than before. So this they've been bit by the love bug. I don't think they're going to be able to get over this anytime soon. We have Judgment in the reverse, clarifying the Nine of Swords in the reverse. The only way that I can make things right is if I address what kept causing the problems to begin with, which was my stability or security. So we could have somebody who's focused on their finances, focused on their living situation, focused on who's in their sphere. Because we've got the Temperance card in the reverse. It's like, I thought I was doing what I needed to in order to make a bunch of money, but really it ends up that what I've been doing is surrounding myself with the wrong kind of people. I think this is somebody who's sitting a little bit more to themselves nowadays. Three of Cups in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Friends? I don't want any friends. Some of you actually called out this person's community. Those are some nice friends you got over there. How often do they steal from you? How often do they talk about you behind your back? How often do they steal your significant other? That's great. I think you were probably a little bit more classy about it than what I just said. But I do think that you underscored for this person, either because of your genuine actions and the way you showed up, you were a contrast to what they had experienced with everybody else, or you straight up told them, why are you hanging out with these people? They're not treating you like they're your friend. They're competing with you. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. They're taking things from you, blocking you. They didn't want to hear that. They didn't want to understand what that meant for their future. If I accept that you're right and these are people that I should not be spending time around, then I have to change a lot. I have to do X, Y, Z, and then also A, B, and C. This is like a huge to-do list for them. And they're like, I think I'd rather just pretend that what you said was wrong. I like it. Sometimes it's a really long search, Laura. Object not found. So they didn't choose you because they felt you wouldn't choose them. But not choosing you because they didn't want to change this life of theirs. It didn't end up the way they thought it would be. Remember, we had the lockdown mental prison card. That is the same thing as this Eight of Swords. Somebody who is struggling to see beyond the current depressing situation. So, Two of Pentacles. They finally got to the conclusion. Maybe I need to do what that person recommended. Maybe I need to change my life like that love interest of mine suggested. Maybe I need to rethink what I have built around myself. This is the Path of Shadows. What else do we have? Sorry, this is like my favorite card because I have to say it in a stupid voice. It's really pretty. This is the Starry Observatory. If you can't tell what I'm saying, it's Starry Observatory, and it's really hard for me to say it normal. I don't know why. I think honestly it's tied to playing the game Clue because I started saying things weird. Yes, the observatory. A little piece in a cosmic puzzle. The universe only reveals its secret if you dare to dance in the starry dazzle. So basically, this is potentially a twin flame connection, or this is a soulmate, a very deep bond between the two of you. And this person's like, what is this? I've never felt this. I've never felt so drawn to somebody. I don't know why I can't forget this person. Why? And the universe is like, oh, you want to know why? We'll tell you, but you have to change your life first. And they're like, really? I have to like do all of that work just to find out why I can't forget this person? They didn't want to do the work, and now they're doing the work. Abandoned carnival. What once was vibrant remains now silenced and still. This place held laughter, even if now no one could believe. What used to provide entertainment, what used to be thrilling, exciting, everything I want in my life is now boring. Because when you grow as a person, the pursuits that were entertaining for you before you were awakened no longer have the starry dazzle. It's boring. I worry a little bit that what I'm about to say might sound judgy for some people. So just keep in mind that we all have our own path, okay? But I used to really enjoy going out and getting trash, totally drunk, like whatever, dance, have fun. I'm not saying like blackout, but like I partied and like does not interest me one bit. I don't know when the last time was that I was drunk, and that's fine with me. No, do I think like beer's delicious? Sure, I might have one. But I don't want that life anymore. I feel like I did just fine having a little taste of that fun that I did, right? This is like somebody who used to feel this fast-paced life or this group of people was fabulous. That's what I want. This is exactly like the energy I want to be surrounded by. And then they encountered you. Vampire, in the night's embrace where desires ignite, my hunger keeps consuming all in sight. I think you were dealing with a vampire, somebody who takes other people's energy. This is somebody who I think would invariably be like drawn to party environments because there's a lot of energy, because there's also some lost souls there. But I think you dealt with somebody that maybe even not necessarily aware of it, but they found a way to deal with their own trauma or anxiety or stresses by pulling out other people's energy. I'm not happy, but if I'm around somebody who is happy, maybe I can pretend. Maybe I can like duplicate that. Imposter syndrome. Wow. In a room full of equals, I stand in doubt, a stranger in my own triumphs, shadows cast about. I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know how to be happy. I don't know what would make me feel alive. So I will chase things that other people chase and try to feel alive. Kind of making me think of I think it was New Moon of the Twilight series when Bella is like chasing danger because she misses a vampire. Oh my. All right, this is the Tarot of the Nile. What else do we have? It would be nice to get paid rent for that, wouldn't it? All right, so we've got the Queen of Swords and another Five of Wands. I know you're angry at me. I know you're not interested in talking to me. I know what I said to you or what I did really got under your skin, really made you mad. They view you as somebody that is uninterested. Sun in the reverse, Ace of Swords. But they feel drawn to you still. Everything else is like boring to them, and what they crave is being in your energy again. But we have to be very honest with ourselves, okay? Because for some of you, this is a person who's going through healing and they are addressing the things that made them this like energy vampire or unwilling to do right by you. But there are also those that are just realizing your energy is the tastiest. You make me feel the best. And we have to be cautious of people who think that that it's that easy, right? Or that they could just be happy if they had a person in their life. For the love of God, find a way to make yourself happy. Do not let somebody else be the literal light switch of happy, not happy, not. Don't give anybody that power. You have that power. What makes you happy? Have hobbies, express yourself. I don't know, dance when everybody's watching. Who gives a? This is like, this person's kind of hanging their hat on you. If you're around, then I'll be happy. I don't really like that. In order to be around you, I have to tell you the truth. But we aren't talking right now. Eight of Wands in the reverse. And if I tell you the truth, the whole mitigated truth, they feel like there's going to be some fallout. I don't know. Maybe you're going to get mad at somebody else for what they did. Maybe there's a third party. Maybe there's family that got involved and opinionated. This is like somebody who feels like if I actually go and talk to you again, I'm telling you everything and it's going to change everything. So it's like, I got to make sure that I've like eaten and showered and I got to be super prepared for this. Do I have the right shoes for this? I don't know. Maybe I need to go shopping. This is somebody who's doing a lot of like strategic planning because I know things got really bad. I know that you tried to tell me what I needed to do in order to make things better, or you wanted to be there for me. And instead I was like, no. So I think they decided they wanted to work on those things anyway. The Six of Wands is confidence, which is hopeful because we had an imposter syndrome card. So this is somebody who felt like they had to be a bit of a chameleon, right? If I want to fit in, I got to figure out what you like or what you're about, and then I'm going to be about that too. I just want to be accepted. We might have some abandonment issues. Knight of Wands, Three of Wands, Four of Cups. So if I take all of this action and I tell you all the things that I've done to change, and I show you that I've been working on myself and things are easier, better, whatever, I'm happier, will you still reject me? What if I do all of this work? What if I do everything I need to in order to be a better partner or in order to be like attractive to you? And then you're like, nah. Kombucha girl. Nah. Nah. Thought about it. Nah. They're real nervous that the motivation for them doing all of this work was to get close to you, to have you, to be in your life, to love you. But we have to challenge ourselves to make these types of changes, like sweeping broad, I know my life is going to be way better kind of changes for ourselves. Close second would be for your children, right? Is it a valiant thing, admirable thing to like change yourself to be a better partner? Yes. Not cheapening that, but merely saying it should be because you love yourself. I want to do right by myself. I want to live my best life for myself because I love myself, not because I want to like be this like trophy or this like token for somebody. Do it for you. And then you don't lose. Detox, ridding negativity, major change. They want to have a meeting. They want to take you out. They want to have a conversation. They want to date you. Maybe this is somebody who's been like super non-committal. Maybe they've never even let you know that they have a thing for you. I do think, though, that this is somebody who has love bombed in the past. So I think they know that would be a major challenge. If I actually do want to like shower you with affection, are you just going to see it as toxic? Yeah, you probably are. Because we have the fed up card, which is like, I've seen that before. That little parlor trick. It's not going to work on me. That's not love. That's just like a $3 Hallmark card. All right. This is Fairy Lenormand. I've been seeing the heart card from this oracle deck, so we'll see if that comes out. If I'm dancing on a shelf, that's probably going to be a short-lived dance, and then followed by a bunch of like stuff breaking. 17, the stork. 25, the ring. This is somebody who's saying they want a life with you. They may want to marry you. They may want to have a family with you. They may want to move somewhere to be with you. But I'm telling you, this is heavy commitment energy. 4 of Wands, remember at the very beginning. After being, I think, real... That's the word I want to use. So many choices, so little time. You're going to retire the non-committal energy. I'm just going to say it that way. Not trying to offend anybody. So the ring doesn't have to be about marriage. I'm going to be honest, though. This is feeling like for the large majority of you, this is somebody who wants to show you they are serious. So they want to show you that commitment is top of mind or like a focus for them. So we have the stars, the clouds, and the moon. Someone is traveling at night. They have been daydreaming and envisioning a life with you, even though there have been some really difficult times. This has been kind of like their beacon of hope or guiding light that's helped them stay focused as much as they can. But they, I think, are getting ready to travel towards you. I really do feel like it's at night. Or like they arrive at night. This is the Gilded Reverie. Hi, nobody. How's it going? What else do we have? We have number 33, the key. And 38, the bridge. There's a heart in that cage. And I feel like there have been a lot of people that wanted this person to commit to them. There's a lot of people who wanted to claim this person. And what I hear is, no. I think you've got somebody who's been very non-committal and sought after by others, maybe in a party kind of environment, or, you know, hanging out with a group of people that isn't super serious. There is a community of people. There are multiple people. I'm saying at least 3 people who, upon hearing about this, or if they already do know about it, I would say that's a very small percentile. When they hear about this person wanting to spend their life with you, wanting to build a home with you, they're going to lose their mind. That's probably part of what this Tower is. There could be, in particular, an ex that is livid. Yeah, that's what I thought. Woman without a shirt. Okay, this is... Remember that we don't read genders in tarot, right? Anybody could be an Emperor in the reverse. Anybody could be the Queen of Cups. In fact, this Queen of Cups was what? Clarifying for a... Is it Knight? Knight of Wands. So the thing is, we've got a connection. We've got a jealous rival, an ex that tried to use naked time to control this person. What do I mean by that? Oh, this is just like a minefield of problems ahead of me. But what I'm going to say is this. Sometimes what you least expect will work is the thing that actually works, right? This is somebody who gave everything they had in hopes of getting this Queen of Cups vampire to be theirs. I don't want to get too specific, but it's like, literally tell me what you want and you can have it. I don't really see that ever really working out that great, guys. I really don't. You want to know why? Let's put it to you like this. Kids who are 8 years old will probably tell you they would love it if they could eat candy and sugar all day and stay up all night and watch TV and not go to school. They will tell you that. But my basic understanding of child psychology is that kids crave routine and structure and even a little bit of discipline. The happiest kids tend to be the ones who have parents that have rules for them. This lady, keep in mind it's not always a lady, but you know, on the card, clearly a lady. This is more so though to indicate somebody doesn't feel like they need to be clothed all the time, you know what I mean? When you give somebody everything that they want, why would they treat you right? Why would they prioritize you? This person didn't have rules and you did. You were like, not about the same thing. You had structure, standards, and goals. So where the previous partner may have kind of stoked the chaos or kind of like pranced around in it, like, this is fine, I'm fine. Like, I'm sure you just want to have like a super wild life and I'll support it and then you'll want me by your side, right? No. Because this is somebody who just looked like part of the background. You set yourself apart by having rules. You must be this tall to ride this ride. Or you can go over there and ride that ride. It's a lot cheaper. Sorry. I couldn't resist. People have to jump through hoops to get to you. People have to actually respect you. People have to actually like show you what their intentions are. People can't just like, you know, walk all over you. That's why this person's taking a chance on you, because you have rules, standards, I don't know, a literal bouncer outside. And this person is going to be so mad when they find out that because you like cracked the whip with this person, I was really hoping this was the whip, that you win. Like, I didn't make you do anything. I didn't ask of anything from you. I didn't make any rules. I forgave you for every crappy thing you ever did to me. And now you're going to leave me for that person that got mad at you? Yeah, because they respect themselves. So the previous partner to the person who's coming back around to you is going to be mad that you are getting an offer, mad that you're getting what they wanted, even though you walked away, even though you were like, that's not good enough. So there could be a little bit of a conversation about whether or not it makes sense to keep things to yourself for a little while, or at least try to not talk about this around this person. And some of you aren't interested anyway. Won't be no problem. Adjudication, 30. Thoughts, sudden wealth in the reverse. So there's a decision that they've made, the planner, the Queen of Cups energy. They've realized that what they thought they wanted is absolutely not what they wanted. But what they do want is something that is like more comforting. They don't want the fast-paced life. They don't want the everybody tell me yes. They want you. And apparently that whip you crack. Thief in the reverse. Mature woman in the reverse. Imprisonment in the reverse. By loving this person or being a positive influence in their life, you have encouraged them to ask or seek more than what they had been getting. That carnival card that told us this person has been surrounded by people they don't really want to be like around anymore. I'm not like this, you know? I'd rather be around somebody that I could trust. This is the energy oracle. Dun, dun, dun. So we have third chakra, Archangel Shamuel. This is about expression. And fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Solar plexus. Self-definition. You helped this person understand who they are, who they want to be, and why it was folly to surround themselves by the people that they were dealing with. That basically you were like, I know you don't fit in here. You're not like the rest of these people. And they were like, who, me? How did you see me? Grandma's Boy reference. Come on. I know you know. You taught this person they didn't have to accept the life that they had felt was what they had to accept. You taught this person that they were more than what they saw. So even if you never talk to this person again, I appreciate you for showing someone real love. You do not owe this person anything. They will come back around and they will probably shock you with what they have done in terms of change in their life. But it still has to be right for you. You know? We all have free will. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes and in general for being awesome. Special thank you to the members, and I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.